and welcome back to Crumble Cat. I've not done a sit down video in like ages, so yeah, I decided to do one today, and I've actually had this one planned since I started college, and yeah, I just come up with some ideas of really like the choices I had to make for sixth form or college, and what you maybe, if you're watching this and you're younger than me and you're going into this year of college, sixth form, apprenticeship, whatever you want to do. Yeah, I'm just going to kind of talk through them, and obviously, yeah, apprenticeship is an option, but I don't know as much about apprenticeships than I do with sixth form and college, so I didn't really feel like I could say much about that. So I'm just going to talk about sixth form and college. Also, I've got a cold, so my voice is a bit like croaky, so you just have to ignore that. Sorry, but yeah, so I'll just try and talk as normal as I can. So anyway, so yeah, of course I go to college, and it was quite a hard decision because when I was in year 7, 8 and 9, I guess, I didn't really think much about the future at all. I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I didn't really know if I wanted to go to sixth form or college. I think I always had it a bit more in my head that I was going to sixth form. I kind of just assumed to myself that I was going to sixth form because with like my confidence and things, I didn't really think, oh yeah, I have so much confidence, I'm going to go to college, I'm going to completely move to a different building, new people, everything. So I kind of just assumed I was going to go to sixth form because it was what was easier for me. I thought, oh yeah, that'll be easier. I don't need to think about anything else, that's just easy. So I kind of always, until probably year 10, I started thinking a bit more about it. But anyway, year 11, I think it was, I started looking around colleges, looking around sixth forms, and I went to my college that I'm at now, and I looked at the media department and I was like, oh, it's really cool. I'm really interested in it, and at first I wanted to do childcare, I think, but I'm happy I didn't now because I don't think I would have liked that much. But anyway, I wasn't very keen on the childcare at my college, and other colleges as well. But with the media department, I was like, oh, this is quite cool actually. And when I looked around it at the time, I was like, oh no, I'm still going to go to sixth form. So anyway, long story short, I decided, oh yeah, actually, you know what? I think that's what is right, going to a media. And yeah, so I kind of didn't talk about it at school because a lot of my friends are kind of going to sixth form. And I didn't really know. I was excited for college, but because it was so new and I was nervous for it, I wasn't overly excited I don't know. I didn't talk about it much. But anyway, I didn't, because of my exams coming first, I didn't think much about it. I was like, oh, college feels so far away. I don't even need to be nervous for it. I don't need to get excited about it. I don't need to think about it. I was just like, oh, let's just get these, I need to do these exams and then I'll think about it. So exams happened, and I had an interview actually before my exams, and luckily I got in. But I got into the lower course. Well, yeah, I got into the lower course. They wanted me to go to the higher course, but they were like, nah, you're not going to get the grades for that one, so you have to go into the lower one. So I was trying to work hard on my exams to get into the lower one. Then when I got my results, I was lucky enough and I noticed that I could get into the higher one. So that gave me more confidence when I thought about the fact that, oh yeah, that's what I need to do if I want to go to this college and get into the course I want to. So yeah, I got my results, noticed that I could go into the higher course, and then I realised I actually nearly forgot, but that day I have to go and sign up to where I want to go. And it was actually really strange because when I was collecting my results, you have to like go and see a teacher before you leave, just in case you're upset. And I wasn't upset. I was fine about them and happy about them. But I went and spoke to a teacher, and I was like, oh, I didn't really know what to say. I was just like, oh, is this enough to get into my course at college? And she was like, oh yeah, sure. And she was like, oh yeah, you have a place here at the sixth form. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is the time. This is when I decide sixth form or college. And I kind of kept going from one to the other. And yeah, I just said, and then she was like, oh, are you going to stay at college? Are you going to stay at the school? Or are you going to go to college? I just went, I'm going to go to college. And then I just thought to myself, oh, what have I done? Like, I was just like, oh no, I've changed my whole life. It's going to be different. What am I doing? I was getting a bit nervous. And then when I said that, and I had to write down where I was going, because I don't really know why. You just have to like write it down. It's really strange. But yeah, so then they said, okay, I'm going to college. So I had to go and get my, I then had to go to college and basically sign up to my course. And I was the first one to sign up to my course. That's what they told me, because I was like really early. And it was just very strange, because I didn't think about it too much, because I thought, wow, we have a lot of time off, so I've got a long time to think about it. And NCS happened. But during NCS, I was supposed to have an introduction there, a kind of a trial. And because I was at NCS, I missed it, and that made me more nervous for starting, because I thought, oh no, I've got to go in when people already know each other and I don't. So yeah, I was a bit nervous for that. But anyway, my first day happened, and I now enjoy it. I actually much prefer college. I'm so happy I chose it. And yeah, I don't know how I'd feel if I was at sixth form, because I'm not at sixth form, but I think that college was I think it was right for me. So I'm very happy that I did have the confidence to say that at the last minute. And yeah, so anyway, so we're gonna discuss some points now. That's my very long story. That is quite a long story, isn't it? Yeah, okay. So obviously there's some positives and negatives to college. There's some positive and negatives to sixth form. Now, the positives about sixth form are the ones like obvious ones, like you already know the place, you already know the people there, you already have some friends there, you're going to make some new friends because there'll be new people there, stuff like that. But with college, obviously there's the negatives of that, and that's like you're going to a new place, you're going to not know anyone, unless if you are going with someone from your school. But in my instance, I didn't know anyone in my course. So yeah, so obviously there's stuff like that. But with sixth form, because I know that people that are at secondary school now, they probably know a lot more about sixth form, because you spend a lot of your time with sixth forms because they're in the same school as you. Depending on the school, obviously, but most schools. And college, because you're at secondary school, you're like, oh, I don't really know much about college. But there's some stuff about college that I always had in my head, but I never realised that's actually what college is. Like, a lot of people think it's like university, where you sit in the seats, in the rows, with the laptops and like your weird desk thing and a massive projector with a person talking. And yeah, it's not like that at all. It's basically like secondary school. You sit in a classroom. They look exactly the same. Obviously, maybe some secondary schools look a bit different to it, but the average classroom, there's still stuff on the walls. Your classes are very small. Mine is 20, so you'll probably have quite a small class. But it's basic. It's not very, even though they say it's like your adults there. Like, I can notice a difference, but it's not like, well, you're now got to go and live for yourself kind of thing. I think that's more when you get to like university, but college is like, it's like being at sixth form, but not being with like younger people. I guess that's the best way to put it. But yeah, so obviously a lot of people are always saying, oh no, I don't think I want to go to college, it's really scary. But it is at first when you're thinking about it, but it's not when you notice and you get used to it. You're like, oh, I just feel like I'm at school. I don't feel any different. And I guess the only difference is that, yeah, obviously at college you get a lot more opportunities to be more grown up. So like at sixth form, you're surrounded by like younger people, and you're just a bit more, because you're in a school, you've got to be a bit more mindful of younger people, and always there's teachers basically everywhere that there will be younger people and stuff like that. But with college, like you have your teachers, your lecturers, they sometimes call them lecturers, we still call them teachers, but you have them for your lessons, and then you don't really see them any other time. So it's a bit like weird, because like at breaks and lunches you don't have anyone like on duty like they do at secondary school. But I guess as your sixth formers, you don't have anyone looking after you especially. But it's just the fact that it's a different environment really, isn't it? But I know with sixth form, at breaks and lunches, you can go out and stuff like that. And you can do that at college. And I know, and like the most annoying thing, and I'm happy that with it, like this is one reason why I didn't choose sixth form and I chose college, is because with sixth form, you have free lessons. So if you live close to home, then you'd probably go home. But because they're usually in the middle of the day, or they can be any other times, or maybe like you get to start late or end early, but sometimes you have them in the middle of the day. So you get to choose what you want to do, and it makes you do work, I guess. But if you have, at college, they work around you, so they try not to, at least with my course, they won't have any gaps, like massive gaps, like lesson gaps. It's always like, okay, lesson, you have the rest of the afternoon off, you get to go home. You don't have to stay at school. You don't have you have a timetable, obviously, but you can go out to like whenever you want. And also, the good thing about college is like, you get days off, but with sixth form, you don't, so that's a bit sad. But that's another reason why. And it's not like days off, they don't expect you to do days off, but what college expects you to do is they're wanting you to do work experience. Now that is better for the future and it gives you more time, but it's like, I don't know, because a lot of people think, oh, day off. No, it's you're still expected to do work, but it's up to you. So I hope you understood half of this, because I like rambling on a lot. And what I'm trying to put out there is that like sixth form and college, they're both good options, but I want to explain to you, because when I was I don't know what age you are, when I was in year 11, 10, and from year 7, I guess, up, I've always thought, oh wow, I'm never going to college, because college is scary. It's like really old. You're going to go to sixth form because that's next step. But yeah, so I want you to understand that, yeah, college is just as normal as sixth form, and I just want it to be an option to you, because you can go and have a look at the open days, but I really think that you need to think about both options. Whereas in my head when I was younger, I was like, oh yeah, it's just sixth form, but you need to think about both. And you might not think, you still might be watching this video thinking, nah, I'm too scared for college. But until you go to the open day and you realise what it's actually like, and you like the environment, then you'll be like, yeah. So yeah, I was trying to give an equal thing, but obviously I know a bit more about college. I do sixth form because I'm there, and like right now it's 12:30 and I'm home. So it's so good, because it means that you get it's just weird. It's different. It's good different. I like it. So I hope you enjoyed this sit down, talking, rambling on video. I hope you actually stay until the end, because now I'm going to ramble on to something else quickly. Instagram, so follow at Crumble Cat _official, where I am posting a lot more than I used to. basically I post every time I have a new video, and other times when other things happen. So yeah, thank you for watching, and bye.